Hi guys. Just setting up here. Give a couple of you guys a chance to be notified that I am live. And we are talking about step parenting tonight, alright? Took me a while to get my camera set up right. I'm trying to give you guys some of my intro music. So while we're waiting, you are tuned in to Miss Ross Radio, episode 3 of Pajama Party Convos. We are talking about step parenting. This is a topic that a lot of people, have been suggesting that I discuss. A lot of you are more interested in serious topics of conversation. I know I do my fun thing, and Miss J and I, we play around a lot, but I do like to touch on subjects like this because I know a lot of people have a lot that they want to get off their chest. So, Pajama Party Convos is one of the ways that you guys can do that, and make sure that you suggest to me certain topics you want to talk about, and I'll be sure to highlight them during these segments. All right. I probably should put this, well, no, I'm not. I was going to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, but you know what? We're live, so whatever goes on and goes down, you guys get to witness it. I'm texting my mother right now. She wants me to remind her that I am live. So I'm actually going to watch this. Matter of fact, let me call her. I'm about to call her, y'all. She's not even gonna know that she's live. Watch my mom. I'm gonna call her. I'm calling Miss Mary Nett. Can y'all hear that?
Hello?
Hello, Mother.
Hello, dear.
How are you doing?
Fine, and how are you?
I'm good. I'm just calling you because you told me to remind you that I'm live. So you got to go tune in. So you know how to get to the page?
I hope I can. Nobody can me get on, but I'm gonna try.
Yeah. Maybe you need to. I don't know. You on Facebook, right?
So your brother's safe, but I'm gonna try.
If not, text. If not, call D Nick and just see. Let him walk you through it. But I am live actually now, Mom. You're actually on my live, so people will hear you.
Oh my God. Honey, I'll talk to you later.
She getting off the phone now, y'all. All right, Mom, go tune in.
Okay. Bye.
Later.
Later.
That's funny. Y'all see how quick she got off the phone? She's so shy. And I know you guys are wondering, how is she shy when I'm not? I'm like all camera ready, and my mom is like, as soon as she finds out she's being recorded, she's like, gotta go. You guys witnessed that, right? All right. Okay, hold on a second. All right, I was trying to find my intro music. I want to give y'all a little bit of something while we wait. You know what I'm going to do? Because let's not forget that Miss Ross Radio is all about indie artists, okay? So while I am waiting for people to get wind that I am live, I'm going to play you guys a track by one of my favorite indie artists. Her name is Jasmine. She's in Atlanta, Georgia. Jazz, I actually have 2 tracks of Jazz's that I like. So let's see if I can get Jazz song to play. So let's see. I think I got my. Y'all hear that? This is Miss Jazz. So we're gonna let this play. And if you guys would like this track, let me know. I'll definitely email it to you. It's called Don't Let Me Down. My girl Jazz, Atlanta, Georgia.
Over and over in my head, I see your face, and I sit and wonder.
Oh, and I know all the words to this song.
Take me to that place where I feel
Like I can love again. Oh, baby, I will feel that I can
care again.
maybe give my heart again. Oh, baby, please don't hurt me. I'm begging you, just love me. All you gotta do is show me that you're worthy. Baby, please don't let me down. That's right, that's my girl right there. All you gotta do is show me. All right.
That you're worthy.
Baby,
Please don't let me down. Anything you want, anything you need, I got you, baby. Promise
so for those of you who are
and always say you love me.
tuning in now,
Open up my heart if you gon' break it.
you are listening to
Never take it.
Miss
Don't take
Jazz,
yourself for granted.
Atlanta, Georgia. She is in the Indie Artist Mix right now during Pajama Party Combos. The name of this track is called Don't Let Me Down.
Open up my heart to you as long as you stay true. Oh baby, don't let me down. All you gotta do is show me that you worth. Show me that you baby, please don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. All you gotta do is show me that you worth. Show me that you baby, please don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I wanna hear you say you'll be mine for the rest of our lifetime. I'm begging, begging, baby, please. Oh, baby, baby, please. Oh, baby, begging, please. Don't break my heart. Don't let me down.
Don't let me down. Don't let me down. I'm begging, begging, baby, please. Oh, baby, baby, please. Don't let me down. Y'all like that? I love that track. That's Miss Jazz, y'all. Atlanta, Georgia. Don't let me down. I'm gonna play another indie artist later on. All right. Some of you guys are texting me right now and saying that you can't find my live, and I'm actually watching it. So maybe you guys have to scroll down. You see me? I'm live. I'm watching me right now. So I don't know why you guys are having issues with finding me. It's up. Maybe you have to refresh your browser. Maybe. I'm not sure. You know what I'm about to try to do? I wonder if I can share this via my personal page so some of you guys can see it. I'm going to try that now. Let's see how this is going to work. So I'm sharing it now, guys, to my personal page. Hopefully you guys can catch it. So I just shared it for those of you who can't find it on Miss Ross radio page. The header just says Pajama Party Convos, episode 3, step parenting. All right, I don't want to start until I get a few of you. So we'll just sit here for a little bit. I know some of you just love looking at my lovely face. So. Oh my God. I did not think I was going to do this tonight, to be honest, guys. I had a long day today. I was out and that sun was so hot. I did not know that it would affect me the way that it did. I got home around 4:30 and I had a pounding headache. I took 2 BC powders and it didn't seem like it even phased my headache. But I knew I had to do Pajama Party Convos, so I was like, you know what? And I'm kind of still, it's kind of still pounding right now, but hey, it is what it is. All right? There's nothing I can do about that. The show must go on. I see that there's someone viewing, but I don't, you guys make sure you tune in. I'm going to make sure that I start going live with Pajama Party Convos consistently every Saturday at 9 o'clock, unless you guys request that I change the date to Friday. Saturday will be the days of the day of the week that I actually do it. Of course, you guys, Miss J is not here. She had a prior engagement to attend. Hopefully she can make some time to actually break away and tune in. You guys let me know if you're able to. Yeah, so I'm going to give it a few more minutes. I don't know why you guys are not seeing me. I'm literally looking at myself right now. I really am. Okay, well, we're going to listen to another indie artist. How about that? Okay, I got 4 views, but how come I'm not seeing anyone? It's not showing me anything. I hope I didn't do something wrong. That's not going to be good. You guys see me, I'm in my PJs. These are like my little cool out PJs. Because it is Pajama Party Convos, so I gotta wear my PJs, right? Gotta wear my PJs. Wanna be comfortable. Wanna be comfortable. Okay, guys. You tuned in to Pajama Party Convos. We're gonna be talking about step parenting. I wanna wait until I get a few more people watching. We were having technical difficulties when I first went live. A few of you texted me and said that you couldn't see the live via my Miss. Okay. Hola. Hi, Riri. Hola. I'm just waiting for a couple more people to. Oh, Riri, call in. Wait a minute, Riri. Yeah, Maybe you can. Riri, you want to try to call into the line so I can kind of see if I got everything hooked up right? Okay, you're trying to? Okay. I don't know. All right, guys, if you're tuning in now, we're going to be talking about step parenting. And I really want you guys to, express your opinions about this subject, because actually there's a lot of people who really want to know, should step parents have the right to discipline the child? I know a lot of people don't feel like they should. I have my personal... Hello, Riri?
Hello.
Hey, Riri.
Hey, lady.
I haven't quite... Hey, cousin. Hey, Brenda. I got my cousin Brenda Berry is tuning in. And cuz, I hope you have a lot to say about this. We're talking about step parenting. Should the step parents have a right to discipline our children? And how do you guys feel about it? My other cousin says, hey, gorgeous. And hey to you, beautiful. Miss AG. We're talking about step parenting. So how do you guys feel about it? Oh, Riri, I'm hearing your feedback from the live.
Say it again?
I can hear your feedback from the live. You're watching live?
Yeah, I got you. I turned it down.
You turned it down? Yeah, because I was hearing your feedback. I was waiting for a few more people to tune in. So we got Brenda Berry tuned in. We got R. Danielle Agee tuned in. And we have Henrietta Berry, a.k.a. Riri, is tuned in. And I know that you ladies are ready to talk about this issue. And if you want to call in and actually be heard, you guys need to call in the line that's posted above the previous video. Right now,
hey, everybody.
Riri says hello, everybody. Okay, I'm going to go back to my... And I'm going to actually be taking each and every one of your comments. So if you're commenting, I'm going to make sure I get to all of your comments, okay? So I answer all of the questions and comments aloud so everybody can hear. So I answer all, and okay, I don't know if that's Miss J. If that's you, Miss J, via Miss Ross Radio page checking in, you said that your background is loud. Okay, I'm thinking that's Miss J. She is actually commenting under the Miss Ross Radio page because she is actually an admin. So if you guys see that, then that's probably my co-host who is not here with me tonight because she is at a prior engagement. Her background is loud, she's telling me, so therefore she will probably just be commenting instead of calling in. So I don't want any interference. So I appreciate that, Miss J. Alright, well, you know what? I'm going to give it about 5 more minutes. I see Brenda Berry has commented. I see R. Danielle Agee has commented. And you guys, I want you to repost your comments for me because it's going up and I'm not able to scroll down or anything to reread them. But I kind of do. You guys made short comments, so I should be able to remember that. Brenda says that she is in a relationship and her man is awesome. Danielle Agee says it depends on the relationship between both parties. And I agree with that, because that's actually one of my statements that I made offline when we were discussing this. I think we were talking about it briefly last week, right? Okay, I have another
Right.
caller on the line. Hello? I think I have another caller on the line. Caller, can you tell me your name so I can add it? I think I have another caller. Okay, well, just let me know, caller, if you can hear me. I want to add your name so that I can actually know who I'm talking to, so that I can make the announcement. All right, guys, let me just go ahead and get started. Okay, the issue is step parents. You know, me personally, I don't have anyone in my life right now, so I can't really speak on what I would be going through right now, but I could talk about, you know, if I were to have somebody in my life, how would I feel about him disciplining my children? But we're going to worry about my opinion later. I want to get the opinions of the viewers. Okay, Brenda says, what's the number? Hold on 1 second, Brenda. I'm going to go ahead. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys the number that you can call in really quick. Uh-oh. Hold on a second, guys. Give me 1 second, Brenda. I got you. Okay, the number, someone is actually, I don't know, Brenda, if this is you. It's 32, well, I don't even want to give out the phone number. I don't want to give out nobody's number. Anyways, the last 4 digits of the number, I'm about to put somebody's business all on Facebook Live. You're going to be getting a lot of calls. But the last 4 is 6449. That caller is on the line. I don't know who that is. I would like to know your name so that I can actually let people know that you are on the line, so that when you're talking, I can give you credit. Riri, you're still on the line, right?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Somebody else is on the line. I just don't know who it is. Brenda, the number to call in, you guys, if you're just tuning in, if you want to call in so that you can talk live, the number is 712. If you write this down, it's 1-712-770-8095. And you enter the code. You'll hear the prompts. It'll ask you to enter in a code. The code is 766863. Okay? So that's 1-712-770-8095. The code is 766863. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I'm not our conversation is in at 10. So tonight is going to be an hour because I actually started late. Usually I try to keep them 30 minutes long, but tonight make the exception. All right. So we're talking about step parents, and as parents, how do you guys feel about, and I'm not talking about the boyfriends or the girlfriends, I'm talking to the outside parent. So say you have a child with a woman and she has a boyfriend. How do you feel about the boyfriend disciplining your child? And I want to hear from men and I want to hear from women. So Brenda, I'm going to go to you first. You said that your significant other is awesome. So how do you feel? Are you okay with him disciplining your children? And what about the children's father? How does he feel about that? So I'm going to be waiting on your comment. Okay, Riri.
I'm here.
Oh, okay. I know who that is. Okay, no problem. Okay, I just found out who that was. Okay, I got you. I got you, ma'am. I will not announce you. All right, Riri. I'm waiting for Brenda to respond, and until she responds, Brenda, you can actually comment too if you can't get through to the line, because some of the features I know on your phone, if you don't have the feature to tune in, you won't be able to get on the line, because I know certain phones have to have a certain feature. So Riri, since you are on the Riri, since you've been on the line, so how do you feel about that? Do you think it's okay? I mean, do you think it's okay for, if you were to get a boyfriend, would you allow him to discipline your children, spank them, or, which I know your kids are big, your kids are too big to be getting spankings, I think.
Well, I'm not, I'm not in a serious relationship right now, but had I been in a serious relationship, I honestly, because I have 6 boys, I wouldn't mind him disciplining the kids, but when it comes down to physical discipline, what I'm saying, I do have to monitor that, because my boys are big, and they're not used to, a man living in the household, disciplining them in that type of way. But, it all has to come out of love. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let you go in on my kids or whatever. But, if he's taking care of them, he loves them, he respects them, then, of course, he can discipline them. But it's a certain type of way that you're going to discipline my kids. And that goes the same way when it comes down to my kid's dad, when it comes down to the female. That's the same thing. I'm not going to allow her to put her hands on my kids if you don't have a relationship with my kids, or we don't, have a relationship.
Okay, and Riri, I absolutely agree with you. So I don't know if you guys heard Riri clearly. She basically said she doesn't mind if she had a guy in her life. She wouldn't mind him disciplining her boys, but when it comes down to the physical, it would have to depend on his love for them. And I think this basically coincides with what Huey just tuned in. He's in Atlanta, Georgia. His wife, he said that his wife says it depends on how long they've been together. So I'm thinking, so what is the time frame? Huey, ask your wife, what is the time frame? 1 year, 3 years, 5 years? Brenda's been with her boyfriend for 15 years. So I think that being in a child's life that long.
You put a time frame on it, though?
I don't know. I don't know. Can you put a time frame on it? Don't the time frame determines building a relationship with the child, right? If you're just meeting a guy or a girl and 6 months or a year, that's not long enough time to be spanking somebody else's children. I don't think so. It depends on how.
And if you're with them 15 years, that's a lot of years. You would think that they would have that type of relationship. But some people, they're in a long relationship like that, and they still don't have that type of relationship with their, with the kids. They still got some type of feelings with the kids. So I don't know. It depends. It depends.
So that's why I said it depends on okay, so this is the thing. To all you step parents out there, we're trying to determine what's the time frame before you can put your hands on the children of the significant other that you're with. Me personally, it depends on if you really have a personal relationship with that child. You know what I'm saying? Because it depends on the age of the child. Older children pretty much can tell you how they feel about the step parent. And as a parent, you get vibes too. You're going to know if somebody is mistreating your child, and you should know whether or not that person is doing whatever they're doing out of love. Okay, Huey's wife said 5 years. So Huey is in Atlanta, Georgia. His wife says that she thinks 5 years or more is good enough, is a good time frame to where a step parent is allowed to discipline the child or spank the child when the child gets out of line. Brenda says it's not about time, it's about respect. Danielle Agee earlier stated as well, it depends on the relationship between the two parties. Now, Danielle made a good point, because I think I talked about this offline last week. The relationship with both parties, meaning if I have a good relationship with the mother or with the girlfriend. So if my relationship with the girlfriend is on a good level, as far as she and I are talking, she knows how I am. She knows what I expect of her when it comes down to my children. And if I trust that she's going to have my children's best interests at heart, then yeah, I absolutely would allow her to discipline my children and spank them if need be. Now, let me tell you where you're going to cross the line. Don't put your hands on my children when you and I are bumping heads. So if I got a beef with you and you got a beef with me and we can't even communicate,
I totally agree.
We can't communicate over the phone, now then you don't have the right to put your hands on my kids, because see, now you're going to have a problem. You don't even have respect for me. So therefore, there's no way I'm going to believe that you have any type of love for my child. So no. At this point in the relationship, I don't care how long you've been with that person. Don't put your hands on my children, because if you put your hands on this is Miss Ross talking. You put your hands on my child, I'm gonna put my hands on you. So whatever you do to my child, I'm gonna do to you 2-3 times worse. Especially if me and you not even on that level. You don't call me, I don't call you. You know, you got a problem with me, I got a problem with you. You're not woman enough to talk to me because you in your feelings, or you know, you threatened by me, you're not confident, you know, you got your petty little issues going on with me, then no, I don't think so. You're not going to put your hands on my children. Absolutely not. And I think a lot of, I think a lot of you can agree with that. Right? Riri, you agree? How do you feel about that?
No, I totally agree. If we don't have a relationship, you know, if I know you don't like me, I really don't like you, it's going to be very hard for me to be okay with you disciplining my kids. Now, I know kids get out of line. Sometimes you got to snap them back over. But, you know, at the end of the day, if we ain't got no relationship and they come back to me and tell me, oh, you know what I'm saying, she said this to me, and I'm gonna determine whether she said something to you out of love, or she did what she did out of love, or because she's trying to genuinely, you know what I'm saying, get you in line or whatever. But honey, it's gonna be hard for me. If we ain't got that relationship, it's gonna be very hard for me. I'm gonna really be drilling my kids to try to find out what was going on. You know, what did she say? How did she
Absolutely.
say? What did she say? You know what I'm saying? That type of thing.
And you know, I do that now. I don't have a man in my life to where my ex-husband would have to worry about that, but I have to worry about that. See, my children are actually going to be going to spend the summer with their father in Atlanta, and he has a girlfriend. Now, although she and I, we had our differences in the past, it's not really like it's smooth. You know, we kind of put the beef to the side where we're not back and forth with each other, but still, she and I don't have that relationship. Like, she doesn't call me. We're not on the phone chatting it up every night to where I feel like it's okay for her to spank my children when they come to her house. Now, what I do, I brief my children every time they go there, and I let them know, you will be respectful of her house, you know, at all times. So the same rules that they know I apply here, they know they take it there. So there will be no disrespect towards her. You know what I'm saying? Now, if they come back and tell me she made them feel any type of way, of course I'm going to pick the phone up. I'm going to call her. I'm going to ask, you know, the ex, okay, what happened? Someone's going to have to straighten me on why my child is feeling sideways about this situation. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll just take it from there. But at this point, my ex-husband's girlfriend does not have the permission to put her hands on my children. Now, I do I have given him the permission to tell her that it's okay for her to, you know, say little things to them like pick up this, or, you know, if they get out of line with cleanliness and things like that. But when it comes to spanking and all that, no. Tuesday Reed, hey Tuesday. My classmate is tuned in, and I can barely see these comments. It says, Tuesday says, I think the discipline should be up to the biological parent early in the relationship. Now, after a good relationship is established between you and the child and the other parent, then it is okay. And Tuesday, I think that's what we were talking about. In the beginning, when it's fresh, which me, I'm thinking fresh means maybe the first year. You know what I'm saying? To me, fresh means maybe the first year, the step parent shouldn't really have any say-so. Now, what you guys can do, go into your little huddle, you know, into your room, and the step parent can have say-so between the two of you, but the biological parent should actually be the one dishing out the discipline. The step parent can make a suggestion, but as far as that parent going out there, you know, up in the child's face, you know, do this, do that, no, I don't think that it would be a good idea, you know, maybe after the first year, maybe. And I don't know if a lot of you would agree with that or not, but that's just how I would feel about it. And then again, it depends on the relationship of the parent.
You know, Ms. Ross. So I'm sitting here thinking, okay, so if I was to have a man in my life that has children, I'm trying to think about to myself, and he brought his kids to my house or whatever, and, you know, my rules are my rules. His kids come over and they're acting in a certain way or doing things that I don't even let my kids do. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would not, you know, of course I wouldn't let them do what they want to do. I ain't going to hit them, you know what I'm saying, but I'm going to verbally discipline them and let them know, you know what I'm saying, what it is we allow in the household, whether I know who she is or have a relationship with her. I mean, for me, honestly, I'm going to put them in line. I'm not going to hit your kids, but at the same time, you know, if I meet the woman or, you know, we drop the kids back off or whatever, I will, as a woman, because that's just me, I'm going to let her know, look, hey, you know, whoop-de-whoop, you know what I'm saying, I don't know you like that, but I'm going to let you know what went down while your child was here. You know, this is what happened. I'm going to explain and give her opportunity to let me know, you know what I'm saying, just to kind of break the ice, to let her, you know.
And I think that's appropriate. Now, so you're saying from the gate, you're saying from the gate, from the very beginning, the first time, and this could be like within the first couple days, the first time his children are introduced to you and they're out of line at your house, you're saying you're going to say something to the child. Like, you're not going to take it to him and say, hey, look, I don't allow my kids to do this. You feel like you have the right to just say something to that child yourself. That's what you're saying?
I mean, because it's just me, I would say something, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to let him know, look, you need to make sure this is what we do. He going to already know what I allow. You know what I'm saying? So he'll most likely already know. But, yeah, I'm gonna put him in line, but I'm not going to hit nobody else's kids. I know how people are about their kids.
Okay, hold on. Let me give Huey the number again. I'm going to shout out the number. I got a lot of you guys saying you want to call in. And actually, the number is posted on my personal page to all my friends and family. But I'm going to shout it out again. Huey, let your wife know that the number to call in is 712-770-8095. The code is 766-863. Okay? Now, also, if she's having problems getting on the line, I'm going to go ahead and give her the number to my personal cell phone, and she can actually call here, and I'll let her speak through here, because I know if you don't have a certain feature on your phone, you may or may not be able to get in on the line. But again, the number is 712-770-8095. The code 766-863. Now, she can also call me, and I'll answer the phone right now. If she want to call me directly on my cell phone, it's 786-399-6288. All right? And I think I can conference a couple people in via my cell phone as well. But a lot of you have a lot of good answers. Okay, Miss Jace. Okay, hold on one second. I think this is your wife calling in. Hold on one second. Hello, Miss Ross here.
Hey, this is Tamika. I'm calling in on the line.
Hi, Tamika. This is Miss Ross. Thank you so much for tuning in. You are live, so you can be heard. So I read a couple of your comments that your husband Huey put up. So you can go ahead and vote your opinion now. Everybody can hear you. This is Tamika, guys. She calling in from Tamika. Where are you guys actually located?
In Covington, Georgia.
Okay, Tamika is calling in from Covington, Georgia. I'll say, go ahead, Tamika.
Yes, I was calling to just bring light to a situation when it got something to do with like step parents. Like with me and my husband, we've been together 8 years. I've been in my stepson life since he was 3. He's been living with us since he was 3 years old.
Okay.
And now he's going on 12. So I chastised him, discipline or whatever. I've been his mother, more of a mother to him than his own mother for all these years. I take care of him, I provide for him, everything what I do for my own kids to him. So when it comes to discipline, I like to let my husband handle, the discipline part of whatever, but it depends on, what he done did. If my husband not here, if he did something, yeah, he'll get disciplined right along with the kids, right along with the rest of the kids.
Okay.
But I also believe that it's a boyfriend and girlfriend situation, and they only been together for a short period of time. I don't think that nobody should be disciplined. And me and my husband case is totally different because I basically raised him his whole life. And he's going on 12 years old. He's been living in our home the whole entire time, and he's been raised with my kids, which is his step brothers and sisters, and they all look at each other like they real brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so Tamika, how old was he when he came into you guys' home? How small was he?
He was 3 years old.
Okay, so he was 3 years old, and how old is he now?
He's going on 12.
Oh wow. Okay, so yeah, you're right. He's been in your life since 3. So, and you have other children. And what you're saying is you treat him the same way that you treat your other kids, which is fair. There shouldn't be no extra, special treatment and things like that. He gets dealt with the same way your elder children gets dealt with. Because one thing I notice about my children, even when I let my children's friends come over, kids pay attention to how you treat their friends. If I'm more lenient on their friends than I am them, they'll come to me and say, Mommy, how come you're more nicer to her? And I'm like, what do you mean? Well, you don't let us go in the refrigerator and just get what we want, but she's allowed to do it. So kids pay attention to that. So Tamika, I think you are doing a fantastic job in bringing him into your home and treating him the same way that you would your children and just giving him that same love. I think that's great.
Oh yes, thank you. But I definitely, that's my baby too. So whatever the other kids get, he get. If he done something wrong, we always sit and talk to him just so the kids don't feel like we showing favoritism. We'll be like,
Absolutely.
Then you get in trouble last week for the same thing. Okay, now she's getting in trouble, or now such and such is getting in trouble. So we breaks it down. Because at one, we're one. We're married. This is our home. You've been around me forever. I'm the one who taught him how to do his ABCs, how to write his numbers,
Oh wow.
how to do everything. You know what I'm saying?
So you're his mom. You're his mom.
Yeah, that's my child. So
That's your child, hands down, without a doubt. So absolutely, I completely agree with you. Huey shot in your eye. He's so proud. He's like, that's my wife. I know that's your wife, Huey. She over here representing. Look at him. Thank you so much, Tamika.
I got one more thing to say. Like I have my older kids. Well, of course, he ain't never disciplined my daughter. My daughter is 23 now. My son, he's 17, but when Huey came into my son's life, he was 10. So, he had to put his foot down, and, he probably disciplined him one time since we've been married. But, when it comes to chastising or getting on him, that's no problem, because like I said, we married and he's been in my son's
So,
life.
Tamika, I have a question for you. This is Henrietta.
Tamika, we have a call on the line. She has a question for you. This is Riri Henrietta. She's actually located in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Go ahead, Riri. Tamika can hear you.
So I have 6 boys. I'm single, and my struggle is, and my thoughts in regards to when I do have a significant other in my life, I am dreading dealing with that. How did you deal with, or how did you feel about letting Huey discipline your children? How did you was that something natural that you just let him do? Did you feel any type of way? Because I just feel like
Yes, I did. You know what? It's hard. We argue and we argue. When I used to tell him, no, you can't discipline my child. That's no, you can't do that with my son. And when he broke it down to me, like, we in here together. Somebody came in here and tried to break in our house. I'm gonna be the one to grab the gun and protect my family. Y'all my family. This is my son too. He ain't biologically my son, but I felt a certain kind of way for a while. I say some years.
Oh, wow.
I felt a certain kind of way. Yes, I did. So he, I believe maybe we was together probably 5 years, and then he ended up disciplining my child, but he only did it once, had to, whoop him, whatever. But otherwise, he talked to him, he let him know, hey, you're messing up, just don't do that, he'd get on him. And my son respect him to this day for that, because my son's father is passed away, so he ain't never been in his life, you know what I'm saying? So Huey was like the only father figure that my son had, and I had to let my guards down because my son was my baby.
So how old was your son?
My son, let me see. I met Huey when my son was 10. I believe he had to chastise him when my son was going on 15 or maybe 14.
Okay. Because that's the question that Miss J asked. She said, what about if they're teenagers? How do you handle that when the child is an actual teenager? Because, teenagers, they get to that age where they feel like, you're not my dad, you're not my mom, so you're not going to tell me what to do, and this ain't your house, or this, how teenagers can get all, cocky and feeling like they can talk any type of way to the step parent. So did your son do that to Huey, or did he just understood at the gate that, look, this is stepdad and you're going to have respect regardless? So how did you talk to your son about the respect that he needed to have for Huey?
Yeah, he understood it, because I always taught my kids to respect the elders, and then while Huey is in the house, it's your stepdad. Y'all gonna give him respect. At first, in the beginning, it was like a challenge, because my kids know that I will never let nobody touch them. So, when a kid know that, oh, he ain't allowed to hit me, so even if he, yell at them and say, this and this and that, they kind of looking at him like, whatever, my mom ain't gonna let you whoop me.
Oh, okay.
And when I got comfortable with it, and I'm like, you know what, we are married. I know if he discipline my child, or he say something to my child, it's out of love. It's not that he being mean or being vicious. And it wasn't like a big whooping or nothing like that, but it was still the fact that I allowed him to, touch my child. And I even after that, I still kind of felt a certain kind of way, but I had to suck it in. This is the man that I'm married to. This is the man that I'm with. This is the man that helps me put food on the table for my child, and will go to back about my child like I would.
Absolutely.
So I had to put that to the side, because I think a lot of us women, we do look at it like, oh, we don't want nobody to talk to our child. We don't want nobody to, this right here, boys definitely be needing a man to be in their life.
Oh, yeah.
To be, help them get on the right track. Like us women, we can only show a boy how to be, what we know how to be. We can show them a little something. But being a totally man, we don't know how it is to stand up and pee. We don't know how it is, to go through the stuff that boys and men go through. So they need that man to talk to them. So Huey and my son, they got a great relationship even when I'm not even around. My husband teach him, things that he come to my husband and ask him things. My husband can tell him what he done been through in his life, and he don't want him to go down that footstep, and how certain things is. So I'm comfortable with the situation. Now, of course, he's 17 going on 18, so he don't get whoopings or anything.
Okay.
But then, I felt like around that time, for Huey to have to do that to his son and my son at that time, he must really, really need it because Huey not the type of person that discipline, you know.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Tamika, for calling in. We're going to take some more calls here. Thank you so much, Tamika.
Oh, you're welcome. Y'all have a good day.
All right. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Miss Ross,
Uh-huh. I'm still here.
caller on the line.
I have a
Hello,
caller.
Miss Ross. Hello.
Hi, who's on the line?
Janae from Dallas.
Oh, hi, Janae. How you doing?
Good, sweetie.
It's nice to hear your voice. What you got to say about this?
Yours too.
Hold on 1 second, Janae. Brenda, you can actually call in now. 786-399-6288. Okay, that's right here. Call in, and I'll go ahead and let you say what you have to say. So call in 786-399-6288. All right, Janae, what you got to say about this? We talking about step parents.
You breaking up?
You hear me now?
Hello? Yes.
We're talking about step parents.
Step parents.
Yeah, what do you feel about? Do you think the step parents have a right to discipline someone else's children as far as spanking them, punishing them, having any type of say so on, what the punishment should be for somebody else's child? Or first of all, how do you feel about when should they have the right to do that? Is there a time frame?
Yeah, I think it's a time frame. It definitely would have to be a serious relationship, probably heading towards marriage.
Okay.
As far as the step parenting thing, though, if that's the active person in that child's life, I mean, I feel like it should be no step that's their child's parent, and you should discipline them as if it was their real parent. Because kids tend to take advantage of that and play sides when the stepdad or stepmom roles come into play, and it really takes a village to raise a child. So you can't be halfway when it comes to disciplining a child. You got to either all in or not. So if you're going to be with that person and that person's going to father your child or mother your child, you need to make sure that it's serious.
All right. Absolutely. I agree. Janae from Dallas called in, and she said that in order for the step parent to discipline someone else's child, the relationship needs to be serious. Meaning you need to have a love for that woman or that man to the point where you love that child the same. Because I know a lot of people believe that you can't possibly, not like somebody else's child and say you love the person that you're with. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people believe that's impossible. And I know some people believe that it is possible. So there you have it. Janae from Dallas said what she had to say.
You got to question somebody discipline your child and you think they got ill intent towards your child, then that's somebody you just don't need to be with.
Absolutely. I agree. Janae, can you put that down in the comment section, please? Your comment so that people can go back later to the video and see it.
Okay.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Brenda, the number is 786-399-6288. What did you say, Janae?
Great topic.
Thank you. Actually, this topic was suggested by a friend of mine, so I don't know if I should put him on blast and shout him out or not. But he actually gave me this topic last week, and I said, okay, yeah, that's something that we could talk about. But Brenda, the number is 786-399-6288. Miss J says, what if the parent that is absent and now wants to call shots since you have a new relationship? The new person is doing well, but other parent is turning child against new co-parent. Oh, wow, that's a good question, Miss J. Hi, Miss Brenda. How you doing?
Wow.
Thank you for calling in. Hold on, Brenda. I just read a comment from Miss J, my co-host. She's at another engagement right now, but she is actually tuned in. She said, what if the absent parent tries to, that's been absent, he or she hasn't had any say so, in the child's life, but all of a sudden, since you have a new boo or bae, he or she wants to come back in and regulate and try to say that your boyfriend or girlfriend doesn't have a right to discipline the child. So what do you do in that situation? Does the parent...
He got more of a right than you?
Well, it's like,
Yeah.
I've been in a relationship.
More of a right than you, honey. Wait.
he's been awesome. You know, how you and your relationship go. You know, the understanding. You know, with the kids. So he get to know the kids. Whatever you treat them like they're his. You know what I mean? If you treat them and you respect them like they're yours, you don't have to go through no whooping and none of that. You know, understanding is the greatest thing in the world, and that's all they need is an understanding.
Absolutely, I agree. I absolutely agree. Brenda said that. So, Brenda, you're saying the relationship between the child and your boyfriend, they have to have that understanding.
Oh, definitely, most definitely. They got a great understanding. You know, they all grown now and they doing real successfully. You know what I'm saying?
Say what's in that house down there?
Fight, you know, fuss, and you know, like never take sides or nothing. It was all about respect and talking and understanding. You know what I mean?
So you're comfortable with your boyfriend disciplining your children? Brenda, how old are your children?
A girl, look, when I was with him, my kids was younger. You know, right now they all grown and they love him to death. They call him Pops. You know what I'm saying? You know, they love him just like that. You know, they comfortable with him. You know, I mean, he do the things that their dad didn't do. You know, whatever they needed to do, they did it. You know what I mean? He was there. I mean, I didn't have to call their dad and say, hey, this and that, because he was there. You know what I mean? Wow,
that's good. So he basically stepped up. He stepped up and did everything that needed to be done while he was, you know, with you. And he's still with you. You guys are still together. You've been together 15 years, right?
Oh yeah, we still together. They want nowhere. You know,
Brenda said she ain't let her man go. I know that's right. He's a keeper.
Yeah, what God got for you, ain't nobody can take from you. But you know, I mean, because you know, the civilization now, you know, it's all kind of crazy stuff. It's how you do in your household, how you and your other significant one, you know, do it together. You know, if y'all won't act crazy around the kids, then the kids ain't gonna never respect you because you're not their, you know, their dad. But you know, if you don't be, you know, so disciplined like that, you know, be rude, and you know what I mean, and no problems like that there, then the kids gonna respect you. See, I never had to go through no fussing, no fighting, no nothing like that in this relationship. You know, it's all about understanding and respect.
Well, Brenda, you sound like you have been blessed with a beautiful relationship. And God bless you and him to have many more. And thank you so much for calling in.
I love you, baby, and you're so beautiful.
I love you too. Thank you so much. Cause
you have a blessed night.
I will. Good night.
All right, thank you.
All right, guys. I'm gonna get ready to wrap it up. We got 5 more minutes, but Janae, I like your comment that you made in regards to what Miss J said as far as the absent parent. So, say for instance, you guys are in a relationship. The baby's dad, the baby's mom has not been there. But all of a sudden, now that you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, they want to come back into the child's life and try to call shots and try to tell you that it is not okay for your boyfriend or your girlfriend to discipline your children. And Janae made a very, very good comment. You want to repeat that, Janae?
Wait, which comment? I made a couple.
Okay, the one about that the step parent having more rights to the child than the absent parent. Basically, the absent parent doesn't really have a say so because he's been absent. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't have the right to come back into the child's life and try to call shots and tell the mother who can and cannot discipline the child.
No, you have to earn that. At that point, you have to earn it.
So you have to earn it.
I don't see you as the father or the parent. You haven't been there. So you can't call no shots. First of all, you don't even know my child to even call any type of shot. You don't know him. You haven't been there personally. So you're not going to call on no shots. Especially, I mean, you want me to push back a relationship that he or she does have with a parent that did step up? I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to switch up my life and my kid's life just because you feel in a certain type of way.
Absolutely, I agree.
You wouldn't have to feel that way if you were there.
So basically, to all you, and I'm gonna call it like it is, deadbeats, females, males, you deadbeat parents who have not been in your children's life. You know, you guys can miss us with all that coming back into the child's life just to try to say who can and cannot discipline your child. You gave up your rights to your children when you decided to disappear and abandon them. So you have no rights. Just because you took part in bringing that child into the world, that does not give you rights. Go ahead, Janae.
I said, and no excuses, because for me and mine, I will move heaven and hell just to find my kids and be with my kids, to feed my kids or do whatever it takes, you know, because they're part of me. So I don't see how you can just leave your seed absent in the world by themselves, lead them to go astray. That's just crazy to me. That's you walking around here.
So you know what? So the child.
How can you just forget about that?
Okay, George G. Mac Gray just tuned in. Hi, George. How you doing? So George said, what about if the mother is spiteful? Is the situation the same? What do you mean, George? You mean like the mother, like you're not the mother of your child tries to come back and be spiteful towards your girlfriend in regards to being petty and trying to make a scene or make a small situation out of a bigger situation when it comes down to your children? Can you elaborate a little more in your comments so I can kind of read? I know you said, what if the mother is spiteful?
Well, at that point, I would say you would have to get smart on her, for real. I mean, keep documentation of everything. If she come over acting crazy, record it. Those type of helpers or dudes, you got to keep documents on and take it to the court and let them handle it. And at that point, she or he won't have a child no more. You will, because at that point, you too stupid and you ain't grown enough to handle your business like you're supposed to. If you're a good parent, you're going to want the father and the mother to be in their life, whether they're together or not. You're going to make it work for the love of your family and love of your child.
And you know what? To me, a real mother and a real father is going to absolutely, in adults, people who are mature, if you know you haven't been there, you automatically know you don't have any rights to your child. Now, these are the mature adults, and you are going to respect the mother and the father that's in your child's life, and you're going to step to them with respect, and you're going to say, look, I appreciate you for being there when I was not able to do it. And you go to that parent, you go to that step parent out of respect. You pay homage and you pay tribute for somebody stepping up and doing something that you did not do. So say you absent, you got your stuff together now, you want to be a part of your child's life. Well, at that point, you need to step to the step parent and say, hey, is it okay for me to take part in my child's life now? I'm ready to step up. Give me the rundown, because that step parent knows things about your child that you don't even know. So you can't even come back into the child's life thinking you're going to discipline that child, because number one, that child is not going to respect you. You haven't even been there. He's not going to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? So like Janae said earlier, you got to build back that trust. You got to build that relationship back with your child so that that child has a respect for you, well enough for them to be accepting of you calling shots in their life. And that's just bottom line.
And depending on that child's age too, you got to be, because what if the child is not ready to accept you? You have to. It's about the child too. What if a child is not ready for you to come back in their life? Maybe they need time.
They do need time, and I don't think it's a good idea for parents to force a child to be in an absent parent's life when they're not ready. Let the child make that determination, because you got to think, you guys burnt that bridge on your own. So whether or not that child wants to rebuild that bridge back with you, that's going to be solely up to the child. And just because you are the father or the mother, so what? You don't have a right to say. It's up to the child whether or not they want to be a part of your life. And if they don't, guess what? You know what you can still do? You can reach out to that child, still support that child, whether you giving support to the step parent or the mother, and say, look, I know he or she don't want to talk to me right now, but here's a little something towards graduation. Here's a little something towards a tuition. Here's a little something towards the school clothes next year. Just make sure they get it. You know what I'm saying? That's all you guys can do. There's no need in, putting a chip.
Another conversation, honey. That's so unproved. Yes.
But you guys say that's a whole nother conversation, right?
Yes.
George say, what if the mother takes the kid away because she is mad? George, I think that goes back to say what Janae and Dallas said. You have to go to court. At this point, you got to fight her in court. Make sure you have your documentation with you. Everything that you do, you're going to have to document it, because I know one thing with court systems, you have to show documentation as to what you have been doing, and therefore they will be able to determine who is the better parent for the child based on who has not been there. So if you know that mother doesn't have a case, take her to court, and I assure you she's gonna lose and you will win. The caller that called in earlier, Tamika and Huey in Atlanta, they are examples of that. They won their case, sweetheart. He has custody of his child because he had a case. So you have to go to court. Take it to court. Take it to court.
Yep.
All right, guys. I might have to come back for this conversation because it is 10 o'clock. A lot of you guys are tuning in and you have a lot to say, but it is 10 o'clock and I don't want to keep y'all on the line like church because I don't want nobody going to sleep. All right? So,
not on this, honey.
she just said nobody gonna go to sleep on this conversation. And you know what? I want to do a part 2. And I want the parents, I want those deadbeats to call in. Do we got any deadbeats out there got the heart to call in and try to say what you want to say? Call on in. If you feel like you have a right to be in your child's life, we want to hear from the deadbeats. Let's hear from those cocky deadbeats and the deadbeat females who don't want nothing to do with the man's children. I want to hear from y'all. I want to understand why you got a problem with this man's child. Can you call in? I don't think they're gonna call in, y'all. I think we doing too much now. I don't think them deadbeats gonna call in, cause deadbeats, they also cowards.
Trying to understand though, let's get a good rapport.
Yeah, we want to know what's the problem. What's the problem? All right, guys, this is Miss Ross Radio, and we are signing off. Thanks to everybody who called in and who tuned in. I appreciate you guys. You guys are the reason that I come back and do what I do, and hopefully these numbers and these ratings will go up over the weeks and months and years to come. All right, thank you guys so much. Miss Ross Radio. You guys tune in next week for another episode of Pajama Party Convos, and I'm sure the topic is going to be just as juicy as this one. Good night, guys.
Yeah.
All right, Miss Riri and Janae, thank you so much for calling in. I love you guys.
Love you too.
All right. Good night. And there you have it. Miss Ross. Y'all tune in next week. Pajama Party Convos is going down. Good night.